in other news, Neil's baby mother accuses him of being a bad father. So Neil's BM went on live. She actually went on live and she was actually like trying to provoke him, but we have the audio for it. Tell him about the freak off, Diddy Jr. Diddy Jr., tell him about the freak off. He calling the police, y'all. He calling, no, I didn't give a, no, you know what you did. Your body slamming on the floor. Come on, police. Y'all, guess what? Over what? Because he want over the house while his kids is here. While you ensure the kids are actually being taken care of. As she said, I even came over here to help him watch the kid.
I don't know Shawty's complexion. I don't know her race, her nationality, her ethnicity. But this is the prime example of what BMs are talking about when it comes to BWs. Black men, black women. Like literally, why are some women so cutthroat and hell-bent on trying to make the black man suffer? It's such a proving ground when there's a white man. It's such a proving ground that you work so hard to stay away from the stereotypes. You work so hard so that the man can't align you with the very things that your race predominantly does or has the propensity to do. But when it comes to the accordance of how you're deemed in your own race, you all could give a fuck. You all could give a fuck. And then your apologies be so fucking low vibrational. So low vibrational. You yell to the fucking mountaintops and the rooftops about somebody's Diddy Jr. Somebody hit you, they put their hands on you. Seriously? Seriously. Not realizing that the very fucking person that you're trying to extract time, money, power, influence from, the moment you go and do some dumb, immature shit like that, it's all over. You won't get any more child support. You won't get any more excursions, any trips, any vacations. Like, y'all don't even have a work ethic. You quit everything. The greatest thing you did was have a baby by a guy who was ambitious, who wanted something for himself. That's the greatest thing most of you've done. And when you look in the mirror reminds you of that. Don't fucking fill my societal garbage can in my mind with trying to tell me you acting out because of postpartum. A lot of y'all are fucking drug addicts. Oh, sure, why you going so hard? A lot of y'all are really fucking drug addicts and alcoholics. Here's my proof. Why they give y'all all of these drugs, you baby mamas? Like, y'all don't even have the moral fiber, let alone the physical fiber, to take on such strenuous activity as motherhood. And this is coming from a man who's never had a baby. But I've walked 2 babies into this world, whereas the woman did not need to put any fucking heroin in her system, or what they call that shit. It begins with an E. I forgot it. You know, please. But it's the little thing that they put and they numb the woman's back. I forgot what it's called. And that's only in this moment. As soon as I stop this video, I'm going to remember what it is. But none of those medications. And people forget that. You forget how your man did all of the research. So this is another sad example of what men sometimes talk about in reference to BWs. Black women. BMs. Black men. Not baby mothers. Okay. You can kind of tell from her jargon that she's an urban woman. Can't necessarily say what's her skin tone or not. I'll probably go check it on the internet later. But it's safe to say that women have lost themselves. And of course, the rebuttal or the ad hominem attack is, what you talking about, man? Y'all lost yourselves. No. Women have lost themselves. to the point where, like, it's up to us men now to go and find them. And if you don't think that's a fact, look here. You got a baby mother who's the baby mother of a millionaire. You can't even act right in that regard, right? You're putting your relationship, your private relationship, on display in a negative light. Where were you when it was positive? How come you didn't display such disdain and such hurt, early on when you were the number one chick, or when, everything was everything? It's very interesting to me, like, on a public platform, you have a woman literally poking a man's internal bears. Like, literally trying to create a domestic violence situation, trying to create a negative situation, trying to bring bad press to this man's brand and company, when you're the very beneficiary of the brand, of the company, of the music, of the pen. You said the man body slammed you on the floor. You called the man Diddy Jr. Diddy Jr. But men are still out here praising Halle Berry when it's very obvious she's for the streets. Men are out here still praising Lori Harvey when it's very obvious she's for the streets. Sexy Red, it's very obvious she's for the streets. You see how I keep they're for the streets. But men still find a way to lift these women up, take pictures with these women, make these women feel important, make these women feel like they made a difference with their talent and their skill set. Shorty got an Oscar for fucking a white man, but we still hold her in high esteem. So I don't want to hear certain bullshits and certain ad hominem attacks, because they're not going to land. At the end of the day, it's right here in front of you, and there's no real accountability. Again, she did go back and apologize on her stories, but that apology was so lame as fuck. No responsibility, no accountability. Oh, I just want you to be there more. Oh, I just want you to be the man that you're supposed to be. No, we want y'all to be the women you're supposed to be. Not a quitter, okay? Not a nag, not annoying. At some point, we gotta stop all of this. Like, literally, you guys are living out the talking points. Who does that? You're living out the talking points. You're sitting on YouTube, TikTok, university all day at work, not even really doing your job, not fully focused, probably showing up late, taking the overextended lunches. These are the type of BWs that have become available to my counterparts. And again, I'm not speaking for myself, because I'm okay over here. Okay, I'm all right. And I'm so happy that I am, because this is insane. This is insane. Who does this? Who does this? The very person that you said you loved at one point, the very person that gave you a child, you treat them like the enemy, and then you expect the person literally to stay with your black ass? Why? You barely could keep a job. All these degrees that some of y'all got, but you still dumb as dog shit. And matter of fact, some of these degrees is crazy anyway. Graphic designer degrees, you trying to work in downtown DC type shit. Like, what are you doing? Dropping out of school, quitting school, all types of weird ass shit. This is why you can't think straight. This is why you can't lead, because you don't understand the dynamic of life. You just think everything is in accordance to your pussy and your vagina, and it can't be. This is coming from a man who has a daughter in the back right now. We gotta stop. Y'all think I got time to play? I don't got time to play with y'all. And remember, 18 to 44, that's my audience. So I'm when I talk to you fellas, understand, man, I see what you see. I feel what you feel in certain type of ways, but I would have to dig into my past and dig into my old traumas, because my woman does not do that. She knows better. She knows better. Her changing grace right now is putting herself in a situation and understanding that I have a good man. Not because he says it, not because it's just the reality of the situation. And I implore black women, stop doing everything you can to rip down the foundations of your empire. You are the only woman that does that. And I'm not saying it like in a derogatory manner, like you're the only one. No, all women do it. Asian men have trouble with Asian women. White men have trouble with white women. Pakistani men have trouble with Pakistani women, especially the ones that are Americanized. But the point still remains that you guys do it at such a high rate and a high level. And then all of that happy energy, all of that loving energy, you take that shit to the suburbs. You take that shit to your job. For your white boss, or your Indian boss, or your Asian boss. Stop giving black men the crumbs. And don't listen to respond. Maybe you've been in situations where all you've had was bad black men all throughout, from their daddy issues all throughout your relationships. Okay, that is not a reason for you to take all 10 of those traumatic situations and put them on this new guy. It is not this current guy's fault. So if you're in a situation, bro, where you know for a fact it's not my fault, she's not stepping up to the plate, she's moving slower, she's not taking action, she doesn't make great decisions, she doesn't lay out her choices, then you need to go ahead and get moving. I'm telling you, go ahead and get moving. Because you don't want to be like most of the guys you see on a day-to-day basis. I used to be like that as well. Like, you just make the wrong decision with the woman and you put all your apples into that one basket, and all of those apples spoil. Every single one of them spoil. You put all your apples in one basket and all of those apples spoil. Then you're left with a bag of shit to hold. It's a crime. It's a crime to self. Truly. It is a crime to self, and we continue to do it over and over and over again, only for the woman, in our minds at least, in our hearts, to be listed as a mistake. And also, now you got to deal with the backlash of this angry black woman. And in accordance to just the currency of her emotions, it's all your fault. Her shortcomings, her imperfections, her idiosyncrasies, her Yankee doodles, all of this thrown out the window. The main reason why she's acting the way she's acting is because of today's argument, or yesterday's promise wasn't fulfilled. So because of that, now she's gonna put it all on social media to try to blast you so she can make you feel how she feels. These are the type of women that you have to vet out. You have to avoid. There is no survivor's guilt on a date when you're trying to get to know someone and you figure out that this person is not gonna last longer than a yearly quarter. 3 months. So all of these women talking about, oh yeah, I make him wait for at least 3 dates, or I make him wait for at least 90 days. Half of these women won't even last for 90 days. Let's just be real. It won't even last. If every date has to be Ruth Chris ordering the top steak on the menu, you're not gonna last, because that's not reality. Even for a billionaire, sometimes you just want to go and get a bagel and a pineapple passion fruit drink. $10, $20. Sometimes you just want to go to H and Chicken and get a waffle. Sometimes you want to just go to Denny's. You don't want to cook. You want to go to Denny's and get your food. These are things that obviously these women who are not accepting coffee dates, these women who are not accepting Cheesecake Factory, then you can't be married. You cannot be married. Because even a millionaire, even a billionaire, if he likes Cheesecake Factory, he's going to go to Cheesecake Factory in his t-shirt, New Balance, and his regular jeans. So for all of these people who are trying to create these lifestyles and their standards off of the very talking points that are dividing us, again, shows you people who don't spread out their choices, people who don't make constant, consistent, conscientious decisions, and then they don't take action to execute and fulfill the very things that they say they want or desire. So if you're tuned into this video, I appreciate you for watching this long. Practically for the men, what can you do now, right? What can you do now? You can ask all the questions that you're nervous to ask. And you know the type of questions I'm talking about, bro. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Those questions that you're afraid to ask her because you think it's going to make her get up from the table and walk out. Well, let her ask, get up from the table and walk out because your bill on that date is cheaper. Let her take her doggy bag because it's going to save you a lifetime of headaches to figure out what are the pits and the imprisonments of the now. All right? I'm going to check y'all in a new video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, remix. Be positive. Be practical. Remember, it's you, it's me, it's us. It's you, it's me, it's us. I'm out of here.